Hey guys, what's up? I am back with another video, and today we are going to be trying some brand spanking new products from Morphe and Black Radiance. So this is going to be like a 2-in-1 review for you guys. So if you want to see the final look, then keep on watching. You got that heaven sent. You just want evidence. I like us better when don't wanna be just friends. So today we're going to be testing out the new foundations, the new stick foundations from Black Radiance. So I purchased 3 colors because y'all know when shopping online, you cannot be sure. So I got the color Bronze Glow 6819, Cappuccino 6820, and Beautiful Bronze 6822. Now to be honest, looking at all 3 shades under my camera lights and everything, none of these shades are my exact match, and I have a problem with that because not only does this brand supposedly cater to women of color, but number one, you only have 8 shades of this foundation, and no one's saying anything about that. Like, we get mad when these big brands like Tarte or Makeup Forever or, you know, big name brands like Da Vinci doesn't come up with enough shade range for everybody, but yet we let a brand that's supposed to be for us get away with 8 shades. And for people who are my skin tone, there's really nothing that exactly matches. Like, they're all off. So I'm not happy with that. I felt like Black Radiance would have had a much more inclusive range and a better range of undertones and different shades and colors because they cater to black women. But okay, so I might just have to mix. Now, I'm really not a fan of stick foundations, so I'm very terrified right now because I am going out later. So I do have to deal with the consequences of whatever the stick foundation may bring to me right now. So, okay, what do you guys think? Bronze Glow, I think it looks too light. This one is too red. And I would say Beautiful Bronze, but it is still too dark, so I might have to mix Bronze Glow with Beautiful Bronze. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to cover up everything with 6822 Beautiful Bronze first. That is dark. And then we're just going to lighten it up later. Ooh, y'all, this is looking orange as hell on camera. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So now we're mixing it with Bronze Glow. Oh my gosh. Like, I can already see all of my pores. This is ugly. Oh my god. One cool thing about this stick foundation though, it has a brush. It comes with a brush on the other side of it. So here we go with this monstrosity. Now, this brush is so tiny and it's shedding. There's like already a bristle on my face. But it seems to be blending out pretty nicely though. And here goes another strand. Okay, this brush is working my nerves because there's another one stuck on my face. So this brush sheds. It really sheds, and it's annoying because it's so small. Yeah, this is shedding too much for my liking, and this is taking way too long. This is probably going to be fully dried on my face before you know, before anything happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try out the Jeffree Star X Morphe sponge. Y'all, I feel like I haven't done this in so long. I completely forgot like how to do these. Like I'm so out of whack with these review things. Like I have in my mind the way I want it to go, and then I get on camera and it's like, ooh, girl, it's a fail. But okay, the sponge, it doesn't feel in my hand, it doesn't feel as soft as the red Morphe sponge, but it feels soft though. It's not as soft as the original Morphe sponge. It still has that firmness to it, but it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like it's tugging on my skin or anything. Okay, so now that I'm blending the foundation in a bit, I think it's starting to look a little bit better. What I see in the mirror. But we'll see, guys. We will see. I should have clipped my hair back before doing this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Lately, I have been doing my foundation with brushes. And this sponge thing has got my hand tired. Oh my god. Or maybe it's just my hand is tired because it's not a beauty blender. Like, probably because it's a lot more firmer than the beauty blender, and also the Morphe sponge. I feel like I'm working harder. Okay, wait. I am seeing that it's picking up on my nose. It's picking up dry spots that I didn't even know I had. So I'm going to definitely need to exfoliate tonight. But so far it's looking pretty nice. Okay. I still think the shade is off, but we're not gonna panic. And I think it goes on better when you swipe rather than pat. I feel like it took me an entire 10 minutes with this sponge. I'm probably not gonna use this sponge ever again. I can still see that little blemish on my face that I have. So I think it's medium to buildable coverage, but I'm not gonna add any more of this on my face than I already have. Alright, so right now I'm going to take the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Self-Setting Concealer. This is also new, and this is in the shade 44. So now I'm going to take one of the mini sponges in the Jeffree Star Morphe brush collection, and we're going to attempt to blend out this Makeup Forever concealer with it. Like, this is super tiny. Like, usually these tiny brushes, like, they have me so annoyed because they're so small, and it's going to take more time, and it like causes the concealer to get on my nails and stuff, and I hate that. So I'm gonna let it just dry a little bit because I like to set it so it's not as creamy and I'm not just picking up the product just as I set it down, because that's obviously counterproductive. So I'm just gonna let it sit for like 2 minutes, and then we're going to blend it out. So I must say, the shape of it allows you to get right by your nose and underneath your eyes very comfortably. I will say that this concealer is blending out really nice, but it's not that I would expect anything less from Makeup Forever, because I absolutely adore their brand. I love their foundations, I love their concealers, and their eyeshadows are amazing. So yeah. And I think I even put too much. Like, I could have gone in with a lot less. But it definitely does not dry down quickly at all. Now, to be honest, this is not a sponge that I can just use and then that's it. I'll definitely have to go in with a bigger sponge or with a brush afterwards. So I don't ever see myself using that little sponge alone, or probably at all, because like I said, I'm not a fan of little brushes, of little sponges. because they are annoying. And as you can see, I like to get my makeup done fairly quickly. So I'm just gonna use the original brush and go around the concealer with whatever product is left from our foundation application. I don't know if it's just because, you know, it's on top of this particular foundation, but it looks like it's picking up. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's picking up when I blend it out. And it's kind of, it looks to me like it's kind of changing color. Like right here, something is going on, like right up in here, that I do not like at all. And I really think it's the effect of this foundation, because I have more faith in Makeup Forever than I do in Black Radiance. Alright, so now that that's dry, I'm going to take my Juvia's Place. I absolutely love this palette, my Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. And I'm just going to contour my nose and contour my face as well. And I'm going to be using these top two shades up here. Yeah, these two right here to do so. And we're going to be taking the JS3 brush, and it's supposed to be for contouring. Well, for me, it's not too bad. But I do think I would have kind of rathered something just a little bit smaller. But it's okay. You do have to like kind of contort yourself a little bit for the nose. But it's doable for the nose, at least for me. How I do my little bit of nose contouring. And I feel like I'm already getting oily with the stick foundation, y'all. I'm like, and it's still, even with it dried, around here it's still doing something real crazy. Like, it looks too glowy up in here. I think the concealer is a bit glowy, but right in the corner here, man, something's going on that I ain't feeling. I feel like because this brush is so small and it is pretty dense, I think that you'll get a very, very precise contour with this. So I think it's more so for laying down your contour, or this will be really good to lay down a cream contour with. But for actually like applying it onto your face, right now it's just dragging a little bit, so it's kind of making the contour a little bit skippy. So I don't like that. And then it's too blunt. Right, it's making the contour a little bit too blunt. I like something a lot more blown out. So yeah, I'm not liking this brush for an all over face contour for me, but for the nose it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool for that. So I'm just gonna go in with a different bronzer altogether. And this is my usual. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mahogany Bronzer. And this comes out very red as well, but once I use just a little bit of it, it comes out really pretty perfect. And it's really skipping on the skin, man. I really hate that. I feel like it does better when you pat it, which is why I say part of the reason it'll be good for like a cream contour situation on the face. I think I'm gonna go in with the JS1. Let's see how this works out. It's super soft, y'all. Oh my god, it's very soft, it's very fluffy, and it's pretty much what I would more so go for when applying my contour. Yeah, I'd more so use the JS1 for my contour. Getting a little bit of shedding already. But I'd more so use the JS1 for my face contour. Alright, so now that we're already contoured up, and I feel like my foundation is already coming off on my mustache area. Like, what the hell? I don't know what's going on here, and it's scaring me. But I'm already scarred, so I probably won't ever use this foundation again. Probably not. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with highlighter, and recently I have been loving the Laura Mercier Glow Powder. I wanted to get the mini in the darker version, but they didn't have that. And yeah, I didn't really want to get a huge one because I still have my Laura Mercier powder in the big one that I have yet to even hit half on. So yeah, I got the translucent mini, and let me tell you, when I tell you this gives you like the perfect skin like glow, like the glow from within, I like it. So we're going to go into the Jeffree Star highlighter brush, and this is called JS4. Like, y'all see that? I hope my lighting is not too bright for y'all to see that, but do y'all see it, honey? So this highlighter brush is just like any highlighter brush, really. It's nothing different, nothing extravagant about it. So yeah, it's just a normal highlighter brush. Nothing really stands out about it except for the fact that it's pretty as hell. Alright, so now finally in the collection, I'm going to take the JS2, and this is the precision brush. I'm going to use this to apply some blush. So I'm going to take my NARS blush palette, also among one of my faves, next to the, what is it, the Juvia's Place Volume 2, I think. I think it's Volume 2 with the darker shades in it. All-time favorite. And this is the Unfiltered 2 palette. I'm going to take the darkest purple because I love deep purple blushes on my skin. I really don't wear anything else, to be honest. And I just dug into my blush, and it doesn't even look like this brush is picking it up. Y'all, think we may have an issue here. Okay, let's see if it's going to go on my face. Oh wow, y'all, I don't see nothing. I don't see anything at all. Like, there's nothing on this brush, probably except for like my face, the foundation now. But there is absolutely no freaking blush on this thing. None. It didn't pick up one bit. And that doesn't happen at all normally. Alright, so let me try again. My NARS blush is probably looking at me like, woo child, the cheap, the affordable, I cannot deal. Yeah, dead ass, y'all. This is barely picking up. I got a little something, but This is barely picking up. Oh my god. If y'all could see how hard I'm digging right now. I really had to dig for that little bit of pigment that we're now just starting to get. Oh, child. So, I don't know. NARS blush and this brush is a no-go. So, I don't know. I'll have to try this with another blush in the future to see if that is really the problem. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with some Fix Plus again. And then I'm going to powder my face, set it, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I actually forgot that there are a couple more brushes in this set. I just finished using the spoolie. It's a spoolie like any other spoolie. Nothing special. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the other side. It looks like an eyeliner or could be an eyebrow brush. I'm going to attempt to use it with my Kat Von D Super Brow Gel. And we're going to see how that fares out. I don't think this is going to be stiff enough for me, to be quite honest. But we're going to give it a try, baby. And yeah, this brush did pretty good. I'm impressed. Just going to add my favorite brow gel in the world. The only brow gel that I own, actually. My Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And I think I'm low-key running out. Alright, so brows are done. So what I'm going to do is apply powder to my face. Hopefully tone a whole lot of the shine down up in here. And then I will be back to talk to you guys about my first impressions about the brushes. Alright guys, so it's literally only been a few minutes. The only thing I did was put on some lip gloss, put on a little bit of eyeshadow, and some mascara, and I don't know if y'all could see, but like this concealer ain't dried yet. Like I have creasing directly under my eye. Like this is crazy. I really want to think that it's because of the stick foundation that this concealer is acting like this, but man, that sucks. And like on this side, it already like sunk into the little divot I have underneath my eyes. I look 40 already, y'all. Like, jeez. But I literally just came back on here for you guys to see that, because that is crazy. Had I just set or something, or just used a different concealer, it would have been a-okay by now. Like, long time. But I know you guys are saying, well, your eyes are creasy. That's probably why. I don't have that problem with other concealers. That's why I'm making a note of it. So I really don't have that under eye creasing problem, or like this emphasis on my under eye divots like with other concealers. Like, ooh. I am not happy. He in your room. I am not happy with that, honestly. It is 4:31. I'm about to put on some clothes and head out, and I will be checking in. I'll be recording on my phone. I'll be checking in periodically to show you guys, you know, what's going on, how my face is looking and all of that. But y'all don't expect, wow, I had this thing like right here all the time. But anyway, y'all don't expect a miracle. Like, honestly, don't expect a miracle.
Later.
So it's 6:18 p.m. I'm having dinner with Daddy. Yeah, so just a check-in. I blotted. Ooh, look, I get some wing sauce. Oh god. I put some Fenty powder all over my face, so that took down the shine a whole lot, and it made the foundation look 100% better. But I'm not experiencing any cracking really. I'm still looking pretty good so far. They're looking pretty good. You know, of course, my eyes still look 40, but we're still looking pretty normal from when we left the house. So, hey guys, what's up? I am back. So it is almost 12 o'clock at night, if it's not 12 already. My phone is way over there, and I've already gotten up like 6 or 7 times because I keep forgetting stuff. But it is around 12 a.m. So I've had this foundation on well over 6 hours already, and I think it's time to give my final thoughts. Now, on the stick foundation, even though it gave me a whole lot of trouble, like I wasn't feeling it at first, but it turned out very nice. It did end up lasting really nicely as well. It wasn't really hot today, so I can't really say if it's sweat proof or it can really withstand sweat. But you know, the air is a bit humid here in the Bahamas, so it can survive a little bit of humidity, but it was pretty like breezy for most of the day. Now, did it crease? It didn't appear so. Like, my laugh lines still look good. I'm looking in my mirror, aside from all the oiliness, because I am oily, there are still those dry patches on my nose that I talked about earlier when I first applied it. I don't see anything really breaking up. There's a little bit of curdling on my neck though, in my neckline, but that's normal with most foundations that I take further down there. My pores pretty much look the same as when I first applied it. They look regular, but up in here, like mainly where I primed even more heavily to avoid this, man, the oil is going crazy. Like, I'm more oilier than usual with this foundation, so it's safe to say that this isn't really the formula for me. The forehead still looks good, but aside from the oil, the foundation actually turned out to look pretty nice on me. So I do think, you know, it's a decent foundation. It's a really decent foundation. It was only $8.99, so it did a pretty decent job. I feel like it might have held up better if I could have like put a powder underneath it, but I don't really know because I don't have that much experience with stick foundations. I don't really know if a stick foundation will hold up with powder underneath it or it will start acting weird. But I feel like once you prime really well and you blot throughout the day, you will be quite fine with this foundation. Now, I don't recommend the Make It Forever concealer with this foundation, period. Like, under my eyes looks crazy. It looks crazy. Like, there's creasing there. Well, this is probably from my mascara when I was laughing, but oh no. Under my eyes just look really tired and really old and just not the way I'm used to looking when I'm using other brands of concealers. So the Make It Forever paired with this foundation is a no-go, but I will give the Make It Forever concealer another chance with a different foundation because I know Make It Forever products to be bomb. Yeah, and as far as the Jeffree Star brushes go, it's not a necessity. Like, honestly, I do watch Jeffree Star. I do appreciate him as a reviewer. I do like him. Actually. I do like Jeffree. But if you're not like a huge fan of Jeffree and want these brushes as a collector's item, there's no need for you to buy them. They are regular brushes. They're not anything special. They're just pretty and they just have Jeffree Star's name on them. Like, honestly. Morphe sponges, the red ones, are far better than the Jeffree sponges. So just go out and pick up the regular Morphe sponges if you want to. I absolutely love that sponge, but I'm not a fan over the Jeffree sponge because it is a lot firmer and it just was making me work harder with applying foundation to my face, and I don't like to work hard when it comes to my makeup, honestly. And yeah, the face brushes, not anything special. I think I enjoyed the JS one the most, the more fluffier one. I think I will definitely be using that probably for like foundation or powder application, or you know, applying blush or something. But I do like the JS one a lot. I will be using that more, and I feel like I'm going to get the most use out of the JS one. But it's an alright set. I feel like it's still overpriced, in my opinion, but I don't think that it's different from anything else that Morphe has in their collection presently, or any better than what Morphe already has in their collection presently. So it's a nice, cute collector's item. Comes with a cute bag. I'm gonna be reusing, of course, but I wouldn't buy it again, and I wouldn't tell people to buy it. I'll just tell them stick with the regular Morphe collection. But yeah, guys, all in all, this foundation just wasn't it for me. Yeah, I just can't get with it. I do have about 2 more stick foundation reviews to get out, so I'm hoping that I don't have a similar experience, because if I do, I'm probably just gonna write off stick foundations altogether. But yeah, it just didn't work out for me. It turned out nice, but I don't like being particularly this oily, especially when I'm always out late. So I like my makeup to be able to hold up a lot better than this, and I can't look like I'm frying fish on my face. I haven't looked like this in years, so it's gonna be a big time no for me. But thank you guys so much for watching, and until my next video, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.